step. Next step is for me to make this to a 1/8 inch scale so it can fit on here, right? My actual height doesn't fit on an 8.5 by 11. Make sure you have your arc toolbox handy. A 1/8 inch is going to be 96, 1/96. So scale, select the image, enter, select base point to scale from. Okay. Then in the reference, please enter 1/96. Say enter. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to Control Z. I don't want to do this. I want to copy this over because I want to keep the actual image in case I need to go back and fix something. Okay? In case I need something, I still have the image scaled to my actual height. So let's go back. Scale. This guy. Enter. To 1/96. Press enter. And look how small it is. Right? Let's move that over onto the sheet. What's 1/96? That's 1/8 inch scale, right? So I'm going to make new text. I'm going to take this text. I'm going to copy it from there to there. So now I can edit it and make a title for this drawing. Okay, that text is too big. I'm going to make it 1/8 inch height. I'm going to keep everything the same, and I'm going to change that text to 1/8 inch space equals space 1 foot dash 0 inches. Say OK. Right, that actually can be centered. That's OK. Move that underneath your picture. Okay, now I know that at 5/8 inch scale, at 5 foot 8 inches, this is how big my picture looks if I'm at 1/8 inch scale. All right. Let's move this to the top. Okay, let's do the next one. Copy this image from there to there. Make sure you're orthogonal. Okay. Let's scale. What's our next scale? Our next scale between 1/8 and 1/4, between 1/8 and 1/4 is 3/16. So the next one I'm going to do is 1/64. Write it down on a piece of paper if you don't have this open. 1/64. Scale. Command line. Select. Starting point here. Scale factor 1/64. Press enter. There it is. Okay. Let's move it right away before we forget. Okay. I'm going to move that image from midpoint, highlight midpoint, there, to the midpoint of the previous figure. Then I'm going to slide it down. So at least now I know they're centered. Right? Copy down the scale text. Copy the scale text from midpoint of picture to midpoint of picture. Scale, double click on it. So you can edit. What is this now? 1/64. right? Sorry, 3/16. 3/16, right? Yes, 3/16 equals a foot. Write that down. 3/16 equals a foot. Boom, you're done. Okay? Copy over this guy from there to there. Okay? Scale in the command line. Scale. Select anywhere. From there, 1/6. Okay, what are we doing? A quarter now, right? So that's 1/48. 1/48. Press enter. Okay? Move your picture over right away before you forget. All right, so move this picture from midpoint to midpoint so I can line it up. Then move yourself down perfectly, orthogonally down here. Okay? Copy the text over. Copy this text over from midpoint bottom picture to midpoint bottom picture. Edit the text to 1/4, quarter inch. Quarter inch equals a foot. Say OK. Now I'm going to kind of try to align these together, so I'm just going to do a line from midpoint to there. That seems like it's kind of in the middle, right? Our middle drawing is kind of in the middle. Moving it to perpendicular to that. Now it's perfectly in the middle. Delete that construction line. Yeah, and how about this guy? That guy looks like it's a little bit far away from this, isn't it? So I'm going to do a construction line. Right click. I'm going to do a line from midpoint to midpoint. Press enter. Then I'm going to copy that construction line from midpoint here to midpoint there. All right? Because this line is exactly the same length of this line, I know where to move this picture to. Move the picture and the text below it from that midpoint to that endpoint. Now all three images are equidistant from each other. Okay? You can make them a little bit farther. They just need to be nicely disciplined with the 1/4 inch on the bottom, the 3/16 in the middle, and the 1/8 inch on the top. Your name and your height. If you don't have this information correctly, you don't have this information correctly, and this information. And for sure, if you don't have your height, right? I can't give you points because I can't correct it. All right? The point of this exercise is for you guys to learn how to use scale and how to be precise with it. This is the kind of information you need to know no matter what. Whether you're an awesome designer or whatever. Okay? This is foundation stuff. All right, so go ahead and delete that image and delete these construction lines. Go ahead, zoom, extents over here, and that's what you should have.